Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to... Does this guy have Pokemon? No, he just jogs. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Platinum, the Bug Catcher Edition, or the Bug Catcher Run, or whatever. It is like a really nice Sunday. Like, again, I love... I love any day this time of year, you know? Also, I switched back up my team a little bit just to get some of our, just to get some airtime for some of the Pokemon that have been missing out over the last couple of videos. So I've got Hunkules, Laundrette, and Fraser back in here. I'm so surprised by how much damage that Leech Life did, but I suppose considering we're fighting a literal baby, then I shouldn't be. But yeah, it's like a lovely sun. It's just perfect. It's like a really nice, relaxing Sunday afternoon. A nice, relaxing Sunday drive, speeding down the motorway in tree-lined traffic at 200 miles an hour. So it's November, first of all, probably one of my favorite times of year. It's like just a nice mild day. There was some nice bright fresh weather, no rain, just a kind of dry autumnal sort of time. And I'm looking out my window right now. The leaves are brown and the sky is grey. I went for a walk on an autumn day today. And it was just a nice day. Like, I went with my parents. There was a craft fair inside in the university here. Where like independent sort of like artists and crafts people or whatever were all set up to advertise and to sell their wares and things like that, and it was just a really nice time. It was on in the art gallery in the university here. Went in there, I picked up a couple of things, so I saw a couple of things that I'm like, I need to like get that person's card for future reference. But I also picked up a couple of things, like a framed print I can see over here to my left of like it's kind of like a nice image of a black cat walking behind some potted houseplants. It's very 2020, 2021, I must say. But so I got that, and it's just really nice. And then I picked up for a friend of mine for her 30th birthday, which we never got to celebrate because of all this nonsense. I picked up a ceramic necklace. So there was a ceramic artist, or whatever, there, who made some really nice things, and among others, she had kind of like ceramic necklaces and things like that as well. Which are nice for a change, and they're really like it's for one of my best friends. We were in school together and everything, so I got that for her 30th birthday. So paid cash for the first time in what felt like, I think, 5 years. I wasn't intending to pay cash, but when I was chatting with the artist or whatever, and so they all have these little, it's Little Goblin Jr. They all have these little, like, small things that you can use to pay, like the small little things that are linked to their phone or whatever. They're like a little white square with a keypad on them, or whatever the case may be, and you can also tap with them. And I was going to pay by contactless, like everybody here, for what feels like forever now. But the thing wouldn't connect to her phone. I think I was like her first sale of the day, she was saying, because we were in there this morning, like just after the fair opened up. That being said, it was still quite busy. But I was her first sale of the morning, so the thing hadn't connected to her phone yet, and it didn't want to connect to her phone either, apparently. So we were there, she tried like 3 times. I'm a really patient customer. She was like, I'm really sorry for this. And I was like, I don't mind. Like, it's Sunday, I'm not going anywhere, you know, so take your time. You can't do anything about it, pretty much. And she tried like a couple of times to make it work. Which is like a very stressful situation, I think, for anybody trying to sell something, especially at something like that. You know, you don't want to to have anything kind of like disrupt the sale or anything like that. So then I was like, you know, I have cash if you want, if it's easier for you this time around, I can give you cash. And she was like, yeah, that'd be great. So I pay, and I was like, do you have a $5? Because I had like 2 20s in my wallet. And I needed her to have change, and I think it's like a hilarious thing that nowadays you're like, do you have change? Because like no like so little business is done with cash here nowadays. Please don't kill me. I'm so close to leveling up. I don't want to go all the way back to... Oh, I have super repels! The super base. That boom ba-doom boom boom ba-doom boom base got that super base. Well, I'll use up the shitty repels first. Oh. I was trying, like, not to use the bicycle to... and disrupt this beautiful music. I think, like, we're going to... How do we do this? I'm just, like, giving up here. Did the repels effect like wear off in the meantime? But yeah, so I was like, and then she went and looked and asked like one of the other people that was selling next to her whether they had change or whatever, and they did. So I ended up buying it with cash, and it was like felt really strange. Like, just goes to show how quickly a system can change. You know, because like I remember being in the Netherlands. Probably in like what, 2017 I think, so yeah, like about 4 years ago, and wanting to pay for something with cash and finding it weird that they found that so weird, because like this is also bad. This is where we die. Oh no, apparently. Oh yes it is. I got hopeful there for a second. Sorry, Fraser. The what do we do here now? I suppose I'll go with too cool. I went to pay for something and I wanted to pay with cash, and they found it really strange. They had to like go and look, just like today, they had to go and look for change. They had to go, it was in a restaurant, and they had to go and like ask around the staff to see if they could like make up the change, and I found it so strange. But it's just that like card and contactless payments were the norm there at that stage, and I found it weird that that wasn't the case. Fast forward like a couple, like literally in my case about like a year or 2 years, and I pay for everything with contactless, you know, I usually using my watch, and it's just interesting. Like when I was in Japan in 2018, I found it remarkable that nothing there was paid for by card. You either paid with cash, or else you had like you can use like the Suica card as well, which is like the Oyster card or whatever. Oh, the Lost Tower. Do we even need to go there? I'm gonna like skip it. Just who doesn't know cut? Which Pokemon knows cut? Who's my cutting Pokemon? I thought it was Fraser. Oh no, it's Lovelace. Who is this fool? Where's this? Don't tell me Bane is gonna show up and kick my ass. It is. Hey Bob, I've got something cool. I'll show you as a special favor. What's this all about? I've got some seals, but I forgot to put them on. It's because I was at the ruins. The ruins are cool. You have to check it out. I even found a hidden machine. It was defogged. Anyway, I'll battle you another time. See ya! Do we even... So, defog, I suppose, is in the tower? Oh, this is the next town. This is Salacion town. Anyway, I should be, like, finishing my story or whatever. Like, in Japan, you pay for everything with cash. Like, I'm not sure whether that's changed now since being there in 2018, especially with, like, the coronavirus and everything like that, and the push to, like, use more hygienic forms of currency. Is this the... what's this? News press, pro Pokemon. I don't need to be on the newspaper. I'm gonna be all over the media when I win. when I become Pokemon champion on the strength of bug Pokemon alone. What's in here? There's like a weird little house. This is also like one of those really forgettable towns. There's quite a lot of them in this game. Oh, is this like the nature thing? Big Pokemon ranches. But yeah, like when I was in Japan back in 2018, it's like everything was paid for with cash. Or you could alternatively you could use your whatever, like your Suica card, which is like there's like a couple of different companies that do them. Are you just like, oh, I completely forgot about this. When Bane was talking about seals, I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But now I remember you can like customize the Pokeballs so that they like show like a different thing when they open up or whatever. We're also going to spend about 1/3 of this video going around in circles to explore each of these paths separately, just as a heads up. What was I saying? But yeah, like today was like the first time I always have like some cash in my wallet. Like this is like good sage advice my mother has always imparted upon me, and I'm grateful for it. Like I always have some cash on hand as a kind of a just in case, if you know what I mean. Also, I guess these are the ruins, Salacion ruins. I doubt there are any bug Pokemon here that we give a shit about, so it's repel time. Just a rock, okay. Very important room. Because, like, oh, what if your card got declined? Or what if your card didn't work? Or what if I didn't heal my Pokemon? But I did, so everything's okay. You're not a trainer? Oh, here is where Defog is. Okay. To be honest, I'm actually, like, weighing up whether we'll even, like, teach Defog to anything. A water stone? Okay. This is, like, giving me vibes of that, like, haunted house in Spokane in Mother that I think I spent half my life in. Let me take a sip of my tea. Oh, yeah, I'm drinking some, like, and again, just to reinforce the kind of nice, relaxing, laid-back autumn nature of today. I'm drinking some nice tea with, well, tea with. I always feel the need to qualify what like the standard way of drinking tea is here. So when you say like a cup of tea here in Ireland, it's pretty much the same as in the UK, which is like black tea with milk. But like I suppose the tea that we'd use here is like pretty much the same. It's usually like a strong Assam sort of a tea. So yeah, but I'm having that with some honey. It's like every now and then I randomly, like I've been drinking tea for the last couple of days. And like every now and that's what I grew up drinking. Like that was the standard here. Like my parents never drank coffee. Like most in my entire family, nobody drank coffee. It was always tea, which was the standard here in Ireland. I suppose I started drinking coffee when I was a teenager at some point, especially when I went to college. I think it's kind of what happens a lot of people, to be honest. Stick with Fraser. Fraser's doing good work here. But yeah, like so primarily now I drink coffee nowadays, but every now and then I rediscover like how much I actually enjoy a nice cup of tea. I was saying this to someone, like a friend of mine last weekend, because I was saying that coffee, I don't find coffee comforting, if you know what I mean. I think that's like the big difference. Like coffee I enjoy. I'm also not one of those people who's like, oh, I need to have my coffee as part of my routine. I need my coffee to wake me up in the morning. I need to have a nice cup of coffee to blah blah blah, because I think that's all BS, to be honest. But like I do drink coffee just to enjoy it. But I don't find coffee comforting, if you know what I mean. Whereas like a nice strong cup of tea with some milk and in my case as well some honey can be just like a very comforting thing. It really is like a nice warm embrace or something like that. It just makes you feel all nice and relaxed after a hard day, or on a nice kind of like a nice grey autumn day outside or whatever. So like every now and then I do come back to my roots of drinking tea, because it's just so comforting, I guess. I'm so glad you missed. Isn't this the generation where Hypnosis's like accuracy was bumped up to like 80 or something like that? Like I have a feeling like I remember like at the time like Hypnosis's accuracy was bumped up in Generation 4 and then dropped back down again in like one of those weird moves. This is also really good music. It's that same like really good music that's in like Eterna Forest, isn't it? I also have no idea where I'm going. This really is like that house, that haunted house in Spokane. I'm just going deeper and deeper is what I'm doing. Found a Thunderstone. None of these things are ever going to be useful, by the way, but still. I hope this doesn't turn out being like not turn back cave, wayward cave or whatever. Ooh, oh, this is good. There's the HM. As I say, I'm like considering whether I'll even like bother teaching this to somebody, just because of like how useless it is. Like all it really does is get rid of the fog weather element or something like that. I think it also like works like haze, in that like if it can or whatever, I think it can also like get rid of field effects that are unknown. It also or like not necessarily phase. I think it can get rid of like field effects. If you know what I mean, like things like Sunny Day or Rain Dance or stuff like that. I think it can kind of like almost like what I'm trying to like compare it to is the Final Fantasy move Dispel. That's what I kind of think of it as being. I'm not sure whether it's actually like that or not, but that's what I always like imagine it doing. But to be honest, I'm kind of like considering whether I'll even like bother teaching it to anything. Just because it's like such a waste of a move and you can kind of get by without it. It's almost like Flash in Generation 1. Remember in like Generation 1 you could just pause and see. I think they took that out later, but you could just like pause and briefly you would see like in the dark what the layout of Rock Tunnel looked like. So you just didn't bother teaching Flash to anything, and I think Defog is like that. I think I can just get over the reduction in accuracy, and maybe I'll just use Huncules with Aerial Ace to fight every single battle on that foggy route, so I'll see. In any case, I think I have no idea how long I've been recording for, but probably the right amount of time for a video. So thank you very much for watching this part of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum the Bug Catcher run. In the next part we will depart Salacion Town, I guess, since there's nothing else here, and continue along our journey. So thanks for watching, see you next time, bye now.